Black Sheep Tribe. Welcome back to Black Sheep Boulevard, and we are not out here on the block today, but I'm in my apartment, and yeah. So I know it's a lot of like echoing. This probably sounds like way more echoey than normal, but it's because a lot of stuff is going now. But anyway, y'all, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. But before I get into the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Y'all, I'm so excited. We hit like 500 subscribers, actually over that. So with the Black Sheep Army is growing, okay? And it's gonna keep growing and keep growing. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm very thankful for every last one of y'all because honestly, without y'all, this platform would be nothing. So I thank y'all for everything. And thank y'all for finding value in my content. And it feels good to know like I'm helping, So anyway, I'm still offering the $25 for an hour and 15 minutes clarity calls. So basically a clarity call, if you're new to this, if you're the black sheep of your family and you need to talk to someone to, help give you some guidance or provide clarity to your situation dealing with your toxic family, and you want to talk to someone who's been there, done that, and knows how it feels and is the black sheep theyself, okay, hit your girl up, email me at yourfavoriteblacksheep@gmail.com to set up a call. So, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm really so excited. I'm on vacation. Like, this is my first day of vacation, and it just feels so good. I've been dreaming for this. Oh, my God. I've been dreaming for this, okay? When I tell you I'm going to enjoy the next week, I'm going to enjoy every last minute of it, okay? Now, all right, let's just get straight into the video. That's enough rambling. Man, okay. I know y'all see the title of the video. And, of course, with everything, I'm going to share something from my personal experience because I feel like that just helps me relate better to y'all, and y'all seem to like enjoy that. So, let me let y'all in on something that happened to me a while ago, not too long ago. It was like recent, maybe like within the past maybe 6 weeks. Of course I didn't shoot about it right away, but I'm talking about it now. So, y'all, do not tell your family, especially as the black sheep, do not tell them any good news or your happiness, because they gonna do their best to try to fuck that up, okay? And it's so fucking petty. All right, now let's just get straight into what happened with me. Y'all, as y'all know, I was rushed off to the hospital like within the past 6 weeks. I was rushed off to the hospital. I needed basically, I just had a really big health scare, okay? And that whole situation really opened my eyes to how I have not been living my life, you know what I mean? And not living my life for me and doing what I want to do. And to be real with you, like that whole situation, y'all, like scared the shit out of me because it's like, yo, you can really die any day, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to die not living your life the way you want to live it? You know what I mean? That's the whole thing of the whole point of this platform, you know what I mean? It's like just accepting and embracing who you are and living life on your terms. Don't hurt anybody, don't cause anybody harm or damage, but just live life how you want it. And truth be told, y'all, like I have not been living for me. So that situation really opened my eyes to a lot. And needless to say, y'all, like I felt like there was a rewiring of my brain that took place in that moment, while I was at the hospital and in the ambulance and everything. Because when I got out, I don't know what happened, but I just felt so excited about life. Like I felt so excited about life. Like I was literally waking up every day, like going to sleep early, okay? So I can wake up early in the morning and learn something new. You know what I mean? Like I was excited about reparenting myself. I was excited about healing. I was excited about learning new things, you know what I'm saying? And just living life in general and having the opportunity to just do things that I've always wanted to do, because I realized, at the hospital, like I really am the only person that's been holding me back. Like, yeah, I deal with a lot of indoctrination in my mind, from how I grew up and the things that I was told about myself and what I could or couldn't do. But I'm an adult now. You know what I'm saying? So even though the effects may still be there, I don't have to listen to that voice in my head anymore. I can choose to tell it to shut up every time and say, okay, I'm going to do what I want to do. This is my life. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, y'all, I was super excited about my life. And like, I don't know what it was, y'all. Like, I was just, I was on one, okay? I was on one. And I fucked around and told my mother figure, okay, that raised me. And before I say anything else, I'm really not saying this to throw any shade at her or be disrespectful, but I am going to call it how I see it because I saw some bullshit in what happened, okay? So, at the end of the day, like, I was telling her, I remember she called me, or either I called her. Either way, we were talking on the phone, and I already am low contact with her, okay? She's one of the people that I'm low contact with. But after that conversation, y'all, like, I already knew that I needed to go even more lower contact. Like, I needed to adjust some boundaries. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because when I was telling her just how excited I was, keep in mind, she don't know I went to the hospital. She don't know I went to the hospital because the same day that I went to the hospital and got rushed there was a funeral for somebody else in the family. So, no, okay? I was not gonna tell her or anybody else that. Plus, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. They have a life insurance policy on me, so they would just be waiting for me to die. I'm sorry, I know that sounds fucked up, but that's really how I feel. I think if anything were to happen to me, they would just let me die. So, sad truth. So, of course, I'm not gonna share anything that's going on with me as far as like a health concern, because they'll be already trying to draw up that money. Okay? Black people shit. But anyway. But I just told her, I'm really excited about life. I'm waking up every day. Like, I was really having y'all crackhead ass energy. I really was. I was having super crackhead energy. I was getting done shit that I should have been getting done like within 6 months. The past 6 months, I was getting that shit done within 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I was really on a whole nother level mentally. And things were looking up, and they still are. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. But I was just explaining to her how excited I was about everything and just to live life and to wake up every day and be alive and learn new things. And I happened to mention one thing that ended up turning like this conversation way left. I told her, I learned how to sew a button onto my shirt because I have a huge issue, especially ladies, the boobage. I have a huge issue with my work shirts and the buttons coming off, right? So I was getting tired of always taking them to the alterations place. I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do this. So of course, typical black sheep fashion, because our family really didn't teach us much of anything. I looked up everything on YouTube University and I learned how to sew a button back onto my shirt, right? Now, when I tell you, I could already sense that there was some tension because she was trying to figure out, okay? And I'm sure some of y'all that are clairvoyant and empaths are going to understand what I'm saying right here, right? I could already tell as the more and more I was talking about it and really showing my enthusiasm on just my excitement for life and everything. I could just hear the wheels turning in her head trying to figure out what the fuck is she so happy about? Why is she so happy? You know what I'm saying? And I could feel that, but in my typical fashion, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to explain to you why I'm happy. No, it ain't nobody's dusty son. Okay? No, I'm not pregnant. No, it ain't because I done came into a lot of money or I done got some material shit. No, I was really just happy from within, right? But her mind and her level of thinking does not go past that, okay? So, now, as soon as I mentioned something about that button, y'all, the whole conversation changed. And she chose to use that moment right there to start an argument. And she was like, "You didn't know how to do that?" And I said, "Well, did you teach me? Did you teach me?" And, you know, of course, she got defensive off of that. She really did. I mean, you could tell, like, that really offended her to her soul. And she was like, "Well, no, but I didn't think I had to, you know, to do that. Didn't you learn that in school?" Why the fuck would school teach me how to sew a button onto a shirt? Well, you didn't take, and I didn't say it like that, y'all, but that's what I'm saying right now. But she was like, "You didn't take home economics or anything, any sort of sewing class?" Now, pause. If you have to fucking ask me what classes I took, that goes to show you how mentally you were not present during raising me. If you don't even know the shit I was learning in school, I'm not saying, you know, a parent is supposed to know every single class, especially you graduated like 10 years ago or something, but you really didn't know that. Anyway, now, I could feel the hostility brewing, right? I could feel the hostility just brewing in the conversation. And, you know, she tried to kind of hand over the blame to the school, you know what I mean, for me not learning that. And I was like, the school ain't supposed to be responsible for teaching me stuff like that. That's the parents' job. That's another one, okay? That was another little trigger for her, okay? And I didn't care. Because here's my thing, okay? In the past, I would normally sit back and be quiet when they say shit like that. But I was like, I'm not being quiet anymore. And that was another revelation I had after going to the hospital, is that I'm speaking up more and I don't give a fuck who gets mad. Okay? Y'all, I have had a couple people block me recently because I've said some shit that they didn't like. And I don't care. Like, I'm not being rude. I'm just really speaking my mind. And that's something that they cannot stand. Because they expect you to sit there and play your role and be quiet and go along with the lies. Like, you taught me that. Yeah. In what fucking alternate world did you teach me this shit? Because y'all, I'm going to just keep it real. I did not know how to cook when I moved out at 19 years old. I didn't know how to fucking cook. I didn't know how to sew. I really didn't know much about money other than take out a fucking loan and save 10% of your money. That was all I knew. Now, the Bible, okay, I was raised by some people who were preachers. Oh, I knew some shit about the Bible, but I'm not trying to be funny. That in no way, shape or form helps me live my everyday life. When it comes to paying bills and trying to, and learn, you know, knowing certain stuff. I didn't understand how like water worked as far as like a water bill, a light bill, a gas bill. You know what I'm saying? Because they did not take the time to really instill these things in me and teach me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for y'all too. So, with that being said, like, she started to get even more and more hostile. And I could just tell she was getting mad, y'all. Like, she was getting mad. And once again, I'm over here not giving a fuck. I'm staying very calm. And that lets me know how much I've grown, because in the past, I would be arguing back and forth or get all emotional and, you know, and let them get the best of me. But that didn't happen this time. It sure didn't. Because at the end of the day, she knows she didn't really teach me much. And truth be told, that whole conversation, y'all, it took a turn towards hygiene and stuff too. Okay, and I talked about this on my podcast, one of my podcasts, Black Sheep Boulevard, the podcast, available on Spotify and Google Podcasts and Breaker and all that other stuff. Listen to it. Okay. But she was so offended by everything that I had to say, you know, with what she didn't do. And I wasn't like naming off a list or nothing, okay? I wasn't being a jackass. But I was just saying, no, you didn't teach me that. You didn't teach me that, and it's not the school's responsibility to teach me that. You know, a parent is supposed to do that. I don't understand why parents feel like the school is supposed to teach their child everything. The school don't have to teach your child about sex or about hygiene, you know, or about how to sew or how to cook. If they choose to do that, cool. If they have that curriculum, but y'all don't even know that sometimes you can choose between that and something else. So a lot of people don't even get that information, right? So it all falls back to the parent. But like I said, y'all, with the hygiene thing, okay, it ended up turning into a conversation about that. And once again, she named off like, ladies, you know what I'm talking about, okay? She named off, well, I taught you to wipe back to front, or not, back to front, child, that's a UTI. Front to back, okay? And I had to kind of educate her on some things because I'm like, okay, yeah, you did do that, but you really didn't know other stuff. And I remember specifically, you know, you making me feel like shit when I'm going through puberty and my body's changing and doing all these weird things, and you calling me nasty and this and that when that was just normal stuff. Or as I grew older, I learned that it was some other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, you go to the doctor and you find out certain things and you're like, oh, okay, that's what that was. You know what I mean? And you know, I think she even tried to say something about douching. Y'all, what the fuck? Why would you think douching is good? Okay? And here's my whole point, okay, with that whole point right there. One thing I notice about parents, whether they're narc parents or toxic parents or just very fucking ignorant ass parents, you know, part of that old generation that's very stubborn and bitter, right? Y'all love to take shit that was from umpteen years ago. If you were born in the 1940s, 50s, 60s, why in the fuck do you think the same shit would apply now in the 2000s? You don't think anything has updated itself? You don't think there's new information? And it's up to you as a parent to learn that shit. You know, because what they love to do, they love to sit there and, you know, act like that they know everything when they really don't know shit. I'm going to just tell it like it is, okay? I don't care who get offended off of this. Unsubscribe, bitch, leave a thumbs down. I don't care, okay? But they love to sit there and not know shit, but act like they do. Because they're too full of themselves and too prideful to admit that they don't know much. But being that you're a child in that moment, you think that they do, right? Because they're your parent. Okay, cool. Now, instead of going to find stuff out, they will keep handing down that information. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows now you are not supposed to douche. That will fuck up your pH balance and have you smelling all sorts of fishy up in this bitch. Okay? Like, you are not supposed to do that. Okay? And there was just... She could not see the correlation between that was when you were a child, which is a very, very long time ago, and between when I was a child, which was in the 2000s. Make it make sense. And the thing is, they won't even, and when they're presented with the right information, because I actually did present her with the right information regarding that subject with hygiene, female hygiene, right? She was like, oh, well, you know, this is another thing they love to do. Well, that's what I was taught, so I can't help it. That's all I knew. Okay, well, it was wrong. And I told her that. It was wrong. That information was wrong. And I'm being calm. Just exactly how I said it. That's how I said it then. And y'all, when I tell y'all this shit set her off, I bet you she had smoke coming out of her ears, okay, on the other end of the phone. And I kept saying, well, it was still wrong. But da-da-da-da-da. And it was wrong. Why don't y'all want to admit to that? Okay? Now, I done got a little bit off topic, but to bring it right back around to the subject of this video, do y'all see how bad it bothered her that I was happy Okay? Not because I got money, not because my ass got married, not because I achieved something. It bothered her that I was happy. So she had to pinpoint, she waited for the exact moment to wait and strike, to try to get me upset. And she tried it, and it didn't work. Because when I tell you, when I got off that phone, she was upset. I wasn't. Okay? And she used that exact moment because she was just looking for something. Because like I said, empaths, y'all know what I mean. We can tell when somebody ain't liking that we happy. When we got a smile on our face. Like, that's all it takes, y'all, for us to have a smile on our face. Okay? And especially being a black sheep, they really just, here's the thing. They want us to be in this box. They created this box for us. Okay? My box, they're used to seeing me depressed, being unhappy, being misunderstood, being alone, and miserable. You know what I'm saying? And I had the nerve to get the fuck out of that box. And not only out of that box, but completely fucking destroy it. Because when I tell you I ain't fucking going back, I ain't going back. And that really shook her. And it shakes your toxic family or narc family, because it makes them reflect on themselves. Like, well, how the fuck can she be so happy? Or they can be so happy, and I'm over here, you know, with this and that and this and that, and I'm not even feeling happy. It's because we different. It's because you're living a lie. You're living a life you hate. And see, that's the thing. They want to encourage you to get into a life that you hate too, to keep you in that state. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too far on that. But like I said, she used that moment to just try to switch everything to make me feel negative, and it didn't work. It did not work. And here's the thing, y'all, because this person is an elder to me. Now, I do believe that there are times where you do need to disrespect your elders. Disrespect your elders, meaning stand the fuck up for yourself. Speak the fuck up. Don't let them walk all over you and talk to you crazy like they done lost their goddamn mind. Okay? That ain't being disrespectful, but they'll call it that. But there's other times where you can just sit back, okay? Because with the knowledge that I have about being an empath, about covert narcissists, which I do believe that she is. I do feel that, you know, when she was younger, just from hearing certain things about her, I do feel like she was once an empath. But, of course, life got in the way. Some fucked up things happened, and that's turned her heart. You know what I'm saying? It turned her cold. And she became a covert narcissist because she was married to a overt narcissist. You see what I'm saying? And that's the danger in staying married to them motherfuckers, but that's gonna be another video. But like I said, with everything that I've learned about narcissism and being a black sheep, being the scapegoat, the toxic family system and all that, I knew exactly how to handle that situation in that moment. And I did not let her get the best of me like I used to. And I'm saying all this shit to say is that don't share your good news or your happiness, for that matter, with your family, with your toxic family, especially if you're a black sheep. Okay? Because this is what this channel is for. For us. Don't share that with them. Because think about it. I'm sure you thinking right now, like, damn, that has happened to me before. They would pick a fight with me when they would see that I was happy. Or they would see, or I brought them some good news. Whether they say a little slick ass fucking remark or whatever. You know, or they just outright start an argument. Child, I've heard of people starting fights. You know what I'm saying? And that's how threatened they are by us, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm spitting and everything, child. But that's how threatened they are by us. Like, what a pathetic existence. That you're threatened by someone's happiness. Do you know how miserable that fucking person has to be? And they're your family? It looks like they got the shitty end of the stick, my friend. Okay? For real. And the crazy thing, y'all, because I'm trying to take my time with this video because I feel like I rush through them and I don't get out all my thoughts. Lately, I've been feeling spirit telling me to fall back and to keep my mouth shut, right? And after that incident happened, when it did happen, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I got off that phone, I said, okay, I analyzed the situation. I looked up everything. I looked up some stuff because I still do my research, y'all, okay? I never let these knocks catch me lacking, for real, okay? Dr. Romney, if you don't know who she is, check her out. She talks about narc abuse and toxic families and everything. And Michelle Neves, I hope I'm saying her name right, y'all. They both had videos, and they were from the past, but they both had videos talking about this exact thing, about how your happiness triggers them. And if they see you being happy, they'll try to fuck with you to make you not be happy, even if it's just for that moment, to get you upset, to make themselves feel better, because it's a transference of energy. They're siphoning your energy. It doesn't feel good for them when you feel good. It's like a seesaw. One's up, one down. So they trying to get back up, right? And like what Dr. Romney said, she talked about, you know, why narcissists hate it when you give them good news. I'm not sure if that's the exact name of the title, but she talked about that. And I was like, okay, confirmation. But when I got off that phone with her, y'all, I said, okay, this is what we gonna do. And I want to share this, because this is a long video, y'all, but it's gonna be over in a minute. I want y'all to know, if you find yourself in a situation like this and it's happened, first and foremost, your feelings, your gut feelings, they're valid. They were trying to start shit with you because you're happy. They were trying to be a crabs in a barrel. You're 100% right about that. And what I did, y'all, is I said, okay, it's time to set new boundaries. It's time to set new boundaries. So, I'm going from talking to her. I'm going to talk to her less frequently. I am. Because I've noticed that's a pattern of something she does from time to time. Basically trying to have an argument when I'm just having a conversation, or like I said, in that situation, trying to bring down my vibration because I'm happy for the hell of it. So I said, okay, I'm going to re-strategize. I'm not going to talk to her as often. I'm only going to talk to her this much. Okay? And I'm not going to feel guilty about it, and neither should you find yourself in this situation with your low contact family members. And also, she's one of the people that I'm not going to share anything with. From that moment on, I'm not sharing shit with her. Anybody anything, y'all. And that's the crazy thing. If I'm dating someone, if I have a business, if I'm going back to school, any little move, if I get a new job, she ain't finna know shit. Okay? I'm not gonna tell her nothing. And it sucks, but I also understand that that's how it is, because I didn't come from the type of family that is emotionally healthy or mature. You know what I'm saying? So they see everything as a competition, and they seek to like bring you down and pull you back down to your place. The fuck, wherever that is, right? But I said, okay, she's one of the people that I'm gonna have to stop telling things to. And it's so easy, y'all, okay? For y'all that are low contact with family members, it's so easy to let something slip out. So I'm gonna have to be vigilant. I'm gonna have to be very strong and learn to shut my mouth and not say nothing. Just let her do the talking when we do talk, and keep it at a certain time frame. I don't gotta talk to her for no long time. Talk to her for maybe 5-10 minutes. That's it. You heard my voice. I'm good. I'm alive. Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not only just applying with that, y'all. It's applying to so many other people. Like, I'm really in a season in my life too where I feel like I have to zip it. Like, zip it. And I have to be very careful of how I put myself out there too. Because people are always, y'all, especially toxic family, okay? Because this is what we're talking about. They are always looking. If you still have your family on social media, I can guarantee you, and you are low contact with them, they are looking through every last one of your pictures, and they looking at the surroundings. They probably zooming in on that shit to see where you at, what you're doing, what's in the background, is somebody there. And this is the world. This is the world we live in. This is the family we were born into. And it's crazy. It's mad. You know, it's like, what? But you gotta watch it, okay? Like, and I'm realizing, like, yo, I really need to be a lot more stealth out here, okay? That's why you see me over here with my, ain't nothing identifiable, okay? You just see my big ass head in this screen. Lips, okay? Big ass lips and my big ass head, okay? And it's not just for family either. This is like extending to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And because we're the black sheep, we tend to be scapegoated and stuff like that. So we deal with this even from other people because we tend to, or situations tend to recreate your family structure even if you're not with your family anymore. You know what I'm saying? That could be on your job or whatever. You know what I mean? Friendships. So I really wanted to put that out there because I feel like that's something people need to listen to, and I think y'all need to know that. But I'm probably gonna talk about that in another video. But y'all, don't share your happiness and don't share good news with them. They're not gonna be happy for you. They've never been happy for you. And like I said, learn from my situation, because she had no idea what was going on. There really wasn't nothing going on. She just knew I was happy, and she didn't like that. Okay? So y'all best not be telling them anything good going on, okay? Celebrate by yourself. Clap for your damn self, okay? Don't post it on social media. Don't share it with, you know, those family members that are in connection with them. Don't do that. Tell it to yourself and God, for real. And that, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But honestly, it's much safer that way. But that's it for this video, y'all. If you find value in my content, please go ahead and give a like and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for sticking with me so long. If you made it to the end of the video, please go ahead and drop a black heart below so I know who actually listening, okay? So I will catch y'all on the next video, because you already know it's a black sheep thing.